So first of all, I am super excited about this video because as you can see, it is my first video in my new kitchen. But anyways, today I'll be showing you how to make your own plant-based vegan milk at home with no nut milk bag, with no expensive blender. It's perfect for smoothies, oatmeal, baked goods, or really anytime you'd use regular milk. So I've been making my own vegan milks for quite some time now, and I've been using the blender nut milk bag method, where you first blend your water and nuts or oats or whatever it is in your blender. Then you transfer it to a nut milk bag, strain it, squeeze out the excess liquid, and you're left with the pulp. And then you have milk in a bowl, which you basically then transfer to a container and store in the fridge and use as you please. And while there's nothing wrong with this method, for me it was just a drag to make. I mean, if you have an expensive blender, it's a great option, but I just found when I was doing it, I was always spilling everywhere, and it was just not fun trying to make my own milk if it was so much work, if that makes sense. Well, making your own plant-based milk at home just got 1,000 times easier with this contraption that I discovered recently at my favorite web shop, ChufaMix. This is the Vegan Milker. So, as the name suggests, this is just kind of an all-in-one contraption to making vegan milk. You don't need any expensive equipment. This vegan milker, I think it costed like 40 euros. All you need is your vegan milker and an immersion blender, which you can get pretty cheap too. I ordered mine at ChufaMix as well because literally her website, they literally have everything. I've mentioned this before on my Instagram. But they have blenders, vegan milkers. Like, I had never even heard of this thing before. They have like all the food ingredients. So I actually bought my Tigernut there as well. You could also go for almonds, cashews, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, oats, whatever you want. I will link both the immersion blender and the vegan milker in the description below. And why make your own vegan plant-based milk at home? Well, first of all, it's much more sustainable because, I mean, if you think about it, how much plastic and waste goes into creating milks that are sold in the store. Like, before they go on the shelves, they're processed, they're made, and then all the cartons that they're going in, like, oh my god, like such a waste. So it's much more sustainable, not to mention it's so much cheaper because when you're buying at the store, you're not buying directly from the source, and the source is also trying to make money, and the store is trying to make money, so you're paying for the labor work. While at home, all you really have to pay for is a one-time investment of the vegan milker and the immersion blender, and then your nuts or seeds or oats or however you wanna make your vegan milk. And I mean, in the end, it saves so much time, it saves so much money. And it's just a lot better for the planet. It's a lot better for you because you control exactly what goes in your milk. A lot of store-bought plant-based milks are filled with preservatives, fillers, gums, things that you probably would not want to be consuming if it were up to you. So I love making my own vegan milk at home because you can also add whatever flavors you want. Sometimes I like to add some vanilla extract, some like fruity flavors. You can add some cacao powder for like a chocolate milk. The options are truly endless. I myself have made almond milk before, I've made cashew milk before, I've made oat milk before, I've made hemp seed milk before, and today specifically we are making Tigernut milk. And now Tigernuts are actually not a nut, they're actually a tuber, so they're related to sweet potatoes and yams. So they're a great alternative for if you want nut milk without the nuts. So without further ado, let's get nut milk making, or should I say not nut milk making. Here I've got my water, I've got my soaked tiger nuts, and I've drained them. So it is important that if you're using like a big hard like nut kind of ingredient for your nut milk, like almonds, cashews, tiger nuts, something like that, it is important to soak them for, I like to soak them overnight or at least 12 hours. So I just put my tiger nuts in a little Tupperware container with some cold water, and I just let them soak in the fridge overnight. The soaking just makes them softer and easier to blend. And then in the morning, you're gonna want to strain them because you don't want like cloudy water in your milk. Then I've got my immersion blender right here. And regarding ratios, you know, it totally depends on how much milk you want to make. So I like to keep in mind to use 100 grams of nuts, seeds, or whatever your base ingredient is for every liter of water. So today I am using half a cup of tiger nuts, which is 70 grams. So the amount of water I need for that is 700 milliliters. So I hope that makes sense. I will leave a more accurate description below, and the entire recipe for this Tigernut milk will be on my blog as well, with all the measurements and a bit more information on tiger nuts and why I'm making your own nut milk. So I will link that in the description below, so make sure to check that out if you are interested in making your own vegan milk. So now I'm going to first add this into the vegan milker. So you're gonna want to put your nuts in here and your water too, everything in here, and then you're going to be using the immersion blender to blend the nuts. And because this is a strainer as well, that's why you won't be needing a nut milk bag. So let's put it all in there. And now let's get blended. Now in here we have our Tigernut milk, and now we are going to strain it. This is usually when you transfer it to a nut milk bag and squeeze out the pulp, and then you have a mess and a spill, and no one wants that. So this easy tamper looking thing is what you're going to use to press into the nut milk maker, and that's how you're going to strain your milk. As you can see, it's already straining a bit. But now we're just going to use this to press out all the excess liquid. And that's it. So as you can, I don't know if you guys can see, but in here we have the nut milk pulp that is left. And here we have our milk. And now what's really handy about the vegan milker is that there is a lid. So you can just use this lid, pop it on the vegan milker, and you can immediately store your vegan milk that you can use in all of your recipes. Like I said, oatmeal, smoothies. You can head on over to my blog, which is livelabelfree.com, or my Instagram, livelabelfree, to see all the ways in which I use homemade nut milk. I hope to see you there. I hope you loved this video. If you did, I would really appreciate if you could hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you will see future videos from me. And yeah, happy nut milk making!